weight. They got me feeling the weight. They got me feeling, yeah. They got me feeling the weight. They don't really see me, wanna be me, you will wanna be. What you really want, it ain't free, what does that mean? Saying cash stream, gotta catch me, they gonna spit in my face. They can't let a homie dream true, whether that team ever brewing black seems you gonna defeat you. When you wanna meet, dude, peek through, no, we never bring that debate. Phone call, wait, yo. Let me get it right back on the right track. When I go fast, they already know your boy's finna last. Finna get it back, been a blast. I ain't really been around since like last week, but you know I'm right back at this. I can't get never gonna cap me like caffeine. Even Morgan, call me captain, so where you laughing? They ain't never seen a kid in action. I ain't acting, even Ashton gonna dap me, cause I cut the beat like a butcher. I'll take a tea with no sugar. She got 2 margaritas with salt on the rim. Now she dancing on me with the hooker. She my queen and a freak in the sheet. She be all that I want and she all that I need. Behind every man is a woman that's peacefully bringing him up when she down on her knees. She's true, and I'm sure to pay it forward. First thing in the morning, right now I'm locking it down. Ain't nobody stopping me now. And if you be willing to ride, then throw your hands up to the clouds. I got a style, I bit in my shoes, and I make them smile with my stupid movements. Sit down a while and watch me maneuver. I promise you'll like it, you'll see what I'm doing, but not how I'm doing it, yeah. You know I like to keep it on the down low, even though we sitting high up in the clouds though. You been around the wrong kind of crowd, bro. Feel like everybody waiting on my downfall. I know it's stupid, but I'm getting lucid. I'll go get my license on making this music. Don't know what my life is, but know that I'm junior. Might take me a few years, but I'll keep it moving. I dice it up if you know me, that's true shit. I'm nice enough, I got homies to prove it. My Nikes are scuffed, but I love that it's shoe fit. I wipe off the dust and I tighten them up, then I loosen them back just a little. Like how I walk with the swag, feel like I'm all in my bag. Want me to drop this, I got a few options to throw it in all that I have. Homie, you know that's a promise. Got me a box and I locked it, I conquered my monsters. I had to let go of my past, so I smoke on my grass, yeah. Never wanna be the kind of guy that loses, find the nuisance, take it crucified. You asking who am I, it's do or die for you tonight, I'll leave your whole crew alive.
Hey.
Hello.
How are we
friend.
doing? I'm Strawstone.
I'm Modest K.
This is StrawTalk After Dark.
Welcome.
Tonight, we have a special guest, Mola-B.
We do. Mola-B.
Yeah, we're excited to have him. We've had our first interview with somebody that he works with Streetlight Sounds, which is Jay Crumb.
Yeah.
And we're just really excited to hear about all the different things that this young man does.
Yeah.
He has a lot of different skills, a lot of different talents, and definitely a perfect person to have on Straw Talk.
I agree.
The intro was All in My Bag by Junior.
Yeah.
Once again, we love that song. It kind of gets us riled up.
It does.
If you want to let us know how our audio is, if you're on YouTube, it's always a little bit of like 2 minutes of like weird fuzziness, then it goes away. But thanks for being here from YouTube. Subscribe and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Junior as our intro song, and I think we're changing it tomorrow though.
All right, sounds good.
Last night's interview, Gunner B.
Inspirational person.
Yeah, he kicked things off for the week real right. Man.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't leave anything. He didn't leave anything. He put it on the table for us, and he showed his emotion and talked about his personal shit, and it was great to get that deep with him.
For sure.
Chuck hit me up and he said, "Justin, I need answers."
Answers to what?
He said, "Why didn't Murphy Lee blow up?"
Why didn't Murphy Lee blow up?
Yeah, like why didn't he like end up being like super famous? Yeah.
I don't know.
He was pretty good. He's like a feature artist in my opinion. Like he's fun to listen to for like a very short period of time. Yeah. Could you listen to a whole Murphy Lee album? I don't know, Chuck. I don't think I could. My answer to him was though, because Nelly loves meth. And that's why. That has to have a big part to do with it.
Oh dear.
I hope everyone had a good 420. I hope you're responsible. I hope you treated everybody decent. I hope you didn't smoke all your weed.
Yes, I hope you did not smoke all your weed because times are weird.
Times are weird. That's for sure. Sorry that we're late tonight.
We're always a little late.
But yeah. Why don't we get straight into, before we get our guest on, we're actually going to call one of his friends. We're going to call, and hopefully he answers. We talked about this like 6 hours ago and I haven't touched base since. But let's try to call Jay Crumb.
We're going to try. Ooh. Let's call him.
And have Jay Crumb kind of give us a little background. He's way back there. It's been a while since we talked to our friend.
There he is.
Man, what's the chance that he's
Wow.
online, that he answers?
I don't know.
We're only going to give this one try.
This is a one shot deal.
See if we can get J. Crumb to answer.
We'll see how cool we really are. How many cool points do we have?
It'd be pretty cool to like purposely like not answer for Straw Talk though. Like,
Right.
maybe he like knew he was gonna be with friends right now just so he can be like, I'm not answering this.
Right.
Kidding.
What up, Gunner B?
My guy Gunner.
What
That's
up,
my guy.
Tyler Baxter?
Oh boy, let's give that
We
up.
lost all our cool points.
We lost all our cool points. I swear, J. Crumb literally talked to me earlier and said he'd do it for me. But
That's
I
awesome.
should have hit him up like an hour ago and told him we're still doing this. I have a lot of ideas that I hit people up with, so we're gonna hit J. Crumb up, and we actually need to have him back. I think
We do.
for like a performance and interview
We
sometime very
definitely
soon.
need to have him live from the graveyard.
Right.
Big facts.
Let me tell you, or I guess we could just call fucking Moolah. Should we just call Moolah?
You want to play a video first?
Yeah, let's play his
Let's
video.
play a video first.
Yeah, he has a video called Relationship Goals. And I feel like this is a good first like view of him as an artist and a man too.
Yeah.
Someone that's very proud to be a good husband and a good man and wants to be a big part of the community.
I like that.
Me too.
All right. This is called Relationship Goals.
And we'll see if it loads for
Oh
us.
yeah, we gotta load it up.
That's why I was talking a lot because it was supposed to.
You weren't
be
talking that much.
You weren't talking enough. Before that, and
I
why
gotta
that
go.
loads. So the T-shirt sales are ending, but tomorrow we are announcing our next merch run, and it's very limited. So we're gonna announce that it's gonna be a fundraising effort to try to upgrade our computer and some stuff in from the headquarters here. That way we can deliver a better show. So yeah, I'm excited. Keep your eye out for that, and
You guys are gonna be so impressed.
we're gonna do some pre-sales, but things are gonna be available. Like if you're part of the pre-sale in the first 2 days, like you're still gonna get your stuff like 3 days later too, and it's very limited. So
Hex, yeah.
I don't want to spill the beans, but fanny packs might be involved. What up, Tyler?
So dope.
Go check out a Digging In with Tyler interview. He's on YouTube. You can find him. He does a podcast that's awesome. Very similar to ours where he just gets in deep with artists. Awesome dude. So go check his shit out sometime, guys.
All
What up, Corey? What up, Mike Mulligan? Mike Mulligan can do like 1.5s off the high dive. I remember.
I can too.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Well, Mike Mulligan's like 300 pounds.
Oh. Well, I'm not.
Are you?
No.
I wish. No.
Do
Let's,
you?
let's go ahead and play Mola-B Relationship
Yeah,
Goals.
let's do it.
I knew the girl. I knew the girl before you. Before you. Before the fame, met him calling your name. When everyone ignored you. Ignored you. Ain't it funny how you think you got it good, then it's gone. Called me baby, you just called to say that you don't want no more. I'm so confused, girl. I'm so confused. Thought we molded something special, now we're shattered on the floor. Don't you say that you can't love me when you know that I'm the one for you, girl. I was for you. Girl, how'd you let it go? How'd you let it go? How'd you let it go? How'd you let it go, girl? How'd you let it go? How'd you let it go? How'd you let it go? I thought that we were those relationship goals, yeah. Goals, yeah. Goals, yeah. I thought that those relationship goals, yeah, goals, yeah, goals, yeah. Thought that we were hoes. I was for you, I was for you, girl. You knew that I adored you. Stepped up off my throne and played the fool for you. Yeah, you know it. When you smiled, your fangs would show. And I ignored them, guess it's easy. When you tell a good story, time saw you. Yeah, I was born at night, but not the last one. I can't believe you tried to pull a fast one on me. On me. But everything's good in the kingdom. The boy that you knew, have you seen him? To tell you the truth, me neither. This new man, these speakers. All that mess got cleaned up. In reality, achieved in my dream love. In a generation that means love. Living this life, yelling team us. I guess it's easy when you got a queen holding you down. Something special and I feel there's no good better around. For me.
All the way
we
through.
Almost made it the whole way
right.
through. That's not right.
Let's go ahead and
y'all need to add that. Rachel said she's adding it to her Naked Girls playlist.
Hey, I think that's a good idea.
Big fact.
I see Scarsworth is in the building. What up, dude? Let's go ahead and call Mola.
Yeah, let's call it.
Hello.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
There we go.
How we doing?
Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear y'all.
All right, man. You sound good. Looking good. How we doing, man?
Oh, man. Good, chilling,
What have you been up
just
to?
relaxing. Bruh, working like a mug. I start tracking kids on probation, and that's fun.
Oh man, that's probably pretty interesting at this moment.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's been all right, though.
Man, every time I see anybody like
What's-
just outside, I'm like, man, I don't know if you're supposed to be out here. Like everyone's suspect right now. So like, it'd be a bad
Bruh,
time to
it
need to
is, but-
hide.
To my, why are you out here?
So we tried to call J Crumb. He was supposed to answer, and then he was gonna say a bunch of nice shit about you, and then it was gonna be really dope. But yeah, he didn't answer. So
Oh, he got a fat head anyway.
we're gonna call him. I'll just call him like randomly for the next 2 weeks to make up for this. Just see how he's doing. Just...
That's fat ass skull. I should FaceTime him.
So when it comes to talents, man, like you're one of like the most like multifaceted people out there. I think, man, you're a singer. You can rap. Someone told me you can dance. You produce. You're an entrepreneur. You're a husband. Pretty good friend, unless you're J Crumb right now. Tell us just.
Oh,
Like,
get to my bro.
why don't you just tell us a little bit about like who you are as an artist and a man, just like.
I mean, I'm the same as an artist as that I am as a man. Everything that I am musically, I am in real life. I've never had I've had a persona, but it was part of me, I should say. I am a God-fearing man. I'm a man that was raised by a single mother. You know, I grew up, you know, in the hood. Never in but I always had a different, even though I knew all the hood aspects of life, I always had a different mindset that I could, you know, do different things. You know, even though I knew that, I was accustomed to it, I always knew that I could do different things, and I strive to do that. Everything I ever wanted to do in life, I went after.
Okay.
And I can say that I've done that. I'm that type of person. I love hard, you know, I love my people. You know, if you show me love, I show that same love back. I'm all about the even exchange of energy.
I like that, man. I like the way you started your reply with it's like my music is me, you know, and there's so much of people that play a character or, you know, that try to represent something they're not. And I like that you just like right away, like that's not you. And I think there's a lot of people, there's not a lot of people like that, but it's something that I appreciate as someone who books a lot of shows and I'm around a lot of artists. like when you're as sold or as advertised or whatever. That's always nice.
It's 'cause I don't know. It's too much work trying to put on a facade. Like I don't have the energy for that. Honestly, it bewilders me. The people that do have the energy, I'm like, how do you hold this up, bruh?
Right.
Like 24/7.
For example, man, like Tom McDonald. Like I like as someone who's a promoter and had like watched his like. Do you know who that is?
I have no idea.
Man, I like that. I like that about you. That makes me happy. But anyways, he's this like corny rapper who his whole thing is to like say like offensive shit and like ride the line of like poor white me, and like he gets like widely accepted, but like then he plays the victim role. And it's like, well, you're doing things to get attention, and it's like that just sounds tiring.
Is that one of those dudes who try to come at you on Facebook?
No, that's not him. Not yet. I hope so. That would make me happy. I'm doing something right. But no, he's I don't know. That's just like when you said that. That's what like I've thought about that before. When I'm like, okay, I can't book this person because of what they represent, and it's probably not even really them. You know, they're probably not a bad person. And then I was like, man, how tiresome to your only relevancy to be linked to being full of shit, you know, or to like your facade. So
literally.
But,
All that.
anyways, that's a little Strawstone rant. Sorry about that. Tell us what your name stands for, man.
Mola-B. It's an acronym. Make out like a bandit.
Okay.
It means to profit greatly. That's all. That's my goal in everything that I do. Like I wear a lot of hats. Like you said, multifaceted. My mother-in-law once said I work like a Jamaican. I once had 6 jobs in a year.
It's like that
my
moment
whole
where we
goal.
don't know if we can laugh or not. Like,
Bro, no, you can't. But no, I don't even know if it's showing clear, but I read it. It's a reminder for me every day of what my goal is in this country, and it's I got it over top of Mount Rushmore. You know, that's where we at, America. You know, but that's the name, and you know, my goal is to have everybody, reach the heights that they can reach. Make out like a bandit, profit greatly in whatever you're doing. I don't give a damn if you're doing IT, freaking cleaning businesses, your entrepreneurs, to stay-at-home mothers, like be the fucking best mom ever. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm about.
That's how I was raised, man. I was raised by a very strong woman who worked like what most people would consider like a very shitty job. She worked for a moving company as a packer. She'd be like the person that'd go to your house and like put all your shit in boxes so you can get out of there. Hard job, and no one likes doing it. She's good at it. She's always been good at it. She's always been the best at it. And like where people would like scoff at it, I'm like, well, I mean, my mom's the best at it, and she's
she's going crazy,
right? And she's worked for that company for years. She probably makes more than like any like packer or like furniture mover ever, that because she's put the time into it. So you can find success and you can have the things you want, like as long as you're consistent. I feel like
I agree.
Kayla, you got some questions?
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about some of the collabs that you've done, and maybe tell us about a grand slam collab that you would love to have.
Okay. Collabs I have done thus far, all local, or whatever, all local. But I don't like calling people local. I think our artist is an artist, but I've currently I collab a lot with Scarsworth. If people don't know me, him, and Matthew Colton, who went by MCE, we formed a trio under the name the Astronaut Club, of which we did a few songs and some videos with, had a whole thing going with that. Collab heavy with Just Be, collab with Attilly. Who else? Del Reese here recently. Y'all will hear that soon. Did some stuff for his project.
Shout out Del Reese.
Yes, sir. Shout out Del Reese. Greco. Um, well, Greco along with Zoe Boy on the same track. I don't know if you know the homie Ridge Lines. He's a producer that does he does like a lot of electronica type music. It's like a hip hop electronica mix, but I dropped some verses for him. Damn, who else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I've done a lot. Oh yeah, a lot of bodies. Absolute P. Um, if you know him, local legend, like one of the coldest producers in the city, if not the damn country, consistently. J. Crumb and the whole Street Lights camp, for that matter. Damn, a lot of folks.
So who would you want to? If you could pick like a celebrity or like a big name,
Slam, like anybody.
J. Cole, and Anderson .Paak.
Great answers, man.
On the hip hop side, and then R&B wise, I'll have to be Usher, Ari Lennox, and I would like to do a collaboration with BJ the Chicago Kid too.
Okay, that's dope. I fuck with that. We get a lot of J. Cole, and I like that.
He's a cool cat.
Well, I'm glad we get like more J. Coles than like Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad we get some like good names.
That's too bullshit.
One surprising one that we get a lot is we've gotten DMX 3 times.
Oh yeah, I can't leave DMX out. DMX is a heavy, so y'all might not catch it from how I rap, but like if you ever listen to the undertone on like when I go into my deep register, dude, that's all X. Okay. Like that's all X.
That's amazing. I bet that's like just like an unknown thing. I mean, everyone just don't realize how much of an influence DMX is.
Yeah.
Because we've heard people like spill their soul about DMX.
Yeah. Profess love.
Like it.
Why don't we play?
Like that.
Should we play the Cash App video?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Cash App.
All right. So Mula, you won't be able to hear it.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah. But they'll still be able to hear you, just so you know.
Right. It's gonna take a second to load.
And we do gotta load it up.
So while we wait for that to load, Gunner B comes in clutch with the fan question. He said,
"Okay."
He said, "Who do you try to draw inspiration from when you write your music? And what do you feel is your best quality as an artist? Something that you feel helps you stand out from other artists?"
I draw inspiration from my experiences and other people's experiences. Just like I'm a people person, so it's like interacting with other folks and like living through them and just the talks that I have with them and just even things that I know. That's where I get my inspiration for my content. I think what sets me apart, honestly, is I'm not afraid to do what the fuck I feel like musically. I don't, at this point, like, and it took a while to get to that point, but at this point, I don't really care to try to necessarily like please people so much as I'm trying to reach people, if that makes sense. So like, if it resonates, it resonates. If you don't rock with it, then it's not for you.
Yeah, and people can definitely catch the authenticity in that too, man. So that portrays in music for sure. Should we go ahead and try to play it, Kay?
Let's wait one more moment.
Why don't we do another Modest K question?
Okay. Let's, in 50 years, people are listening to your music is considered a classic. You know, what do you think people are going to be saying about your music, or I guess what would you hope that they would be saying about you as an artist? I would
hope that they say that I was one of the great writers of this time.
Okay, yeah.
I like that.
I do.
Cause I'm not artist. Yeah, that's what I want to go down as. I don't even care about being famous. Like if I can write one of the greatest songs in the history of music, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Like even if it's just one song that they're like, you gotta listen to this Mola-B song, like
One song. It doesn't even have to be me performing it. It could be somebody else. It could be Beyonce or some other young up and coming artist. Like
Okay.
that's where I'm at.
Awesome.
like that.
I like that too. Alright, let's try to play this.
Zaire,
Let's play.
get your tail up, boy. We running late already. Come on.
Oh, they can see it over there. That's tight. I wish I could see it. It's my actual godson in the video too. Shout out to Zaire. Jesus Christ.
Don't you ever wanna take off? Ask myself every day before I go to work. Coming from the dirt, same self-conscious kid, gotta get it how I live, but I know my worth. In other words, I'm gold, write it in bold. I have to impose, cause right now I'm feeling like a titan with the flow. Told me to strike a pose, so I model perfection. Lessons from my adolescence, give a message to the breath. And since crushes on chili, trying to do the musher dances. MOLA dash, been taking them chances, roll the dice. So many know you for years, but still don't know my life. Boy, too many shucking and jumping, I gotta show you right. Boy, you think I'm on one now, wait till I get some cash up. Wait till I get some cash, think I'm on one now, wait till I get some cash up. Wait on it, wait till I get some cash, think I'm on one now, wait till I get some cash up. Wait till I get some cash, wait, come on one now, wait till I get some cash up. Wait till I get some cash, just wait on it, wait on it, just wait on it, wait on it, just wait on it, just wait on it, just wait, just wait on it, wait on it, just wait on it, wait on it, just wait on it, just wait on it, just wait on it, wait till I get some cash. Don't you think it's time to take off? As I look in the mirror.
Oh yeah, shout out to T-Vision on this
I can
one
see
too.
clearly now the haze gone, been faded so long. Remember that time
Timmy
you didn't
Vogue.
believe in self, thinking there's no way they can love you for you. Just being yourself, praying blessings on the beach, dressing cause your method ain't get the proper reach, but you gotta take the lead. You might fall on purpose, giving what you got to God, draw that curtain. Oh. So many Pro Tools, they ain't even got their highlight. Only did it once and I'm addicted to the skybox. Boy, I think I'm on one now. Wait till I get some cash up. Wait till I get some cash. Wait on one now. Wait on one now. Wait on it. Wait till I get some cash. Wait on one now. Wait on one now. Wait. What you got to God, draw that
cheat code.
Wait on one now. Wait on it. 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 Just wait on it. Wait on it. Just wait. Wait. Just wait on it. Wait on it. Just wait on it. Wait on it. Just wait on it. Wait on it. Just wait on it. Wait till I get some cash.
Comment. Appreciate that, Gunner.
That was super dope.
Yeah, man.
That was really vibing.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my feel good joint, man.
Why don't you tell us just like a little bit about that song and like the process and like how it came to be?
That song in particular was actually like the first thing I had recorded after like a long, like I was on a long rut. I didn't really have any inspiration. It's kind of, in one of those spots where I wasn't really feeling anything musically, and I needed like a person to pick me up. So I'm like, I'm like, wait till I get this cash. So like I had that going on in my head before I started making the beat, because like my process is mad weird. Like I could start anywhere. Like I started that song. First two things I got were the was that intro piano, and then the hi-hats, and I wrote with those, and then picked up everything else, and it just came out that way. I was just like, I think that was probably like the first time in a long time that I had like actually like rap sing. I'm either just rapping straight up or singing straight up. I never really blended them both. Well, not since like 08, 09-ish type deal. And it just felt good. Like that was actually the turning point for me, honestly, on the music side of things. Cause that's what brought out Size A, that project, where I just felt like I'm gonna make whatever I feel like, musically. I didn't feel like I had anything left to prove. Like people know I could rap, some people know I could sing. Who didn't know I was gonna find out.
I like that, man. Kayla can rap and sing too, and like as you said, I started thinking about that. Like it's funny when people like hit her up for like a feature. It's like usually they have in mind already what they want you to do. She's like sing me a hook or like rap a verse. You know what I mean? Like, and when she's making her own music, I feel like she kind of attacks it like that too. And maybe that's just part of growth as an artist. Learning how to mix both skills.
As far as, yeah, I guess I can relate. I definitely like start my my songs in odd places. Sometimes I'll start with a hook, but sometimes I'll just start with I'll have my verses written and have no idea what the hook's gonna be.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, someone told me that you also do a podcast.
Yes. My wife and I, we have a podcast called The Way Love Goes. It's geared towards millennials, but everybody's welcome. We touch on love and relationships as it pertains to millennials, and trying to kill the the stigma that we don't know what the hell we're doing, or we're just lost out here. And it's like we don't have all the answers, so it's like we're giving knowledge and trying to gain knowledge and learn with everybody at the same time.
I like that, man. Where can people watch that at, or listen, I should say?
Yeah, we're on a break right now, just because we both had to pick up new gigs due to COVID-19, and that's been hectic. But we'll be back dropping some new episodes soon. I think right now we got about 8 episodes up. They're on Spotify and on Podbean.
We got another fan question from Scarsworth.
Yeah.
Scarsworth said, when did you start tapping into production?
2012. That was the first year. That was the first year I ever started producing for myself. Well, let me not lie. I produced before then, but like it was just playing around on different little programs. I never took it serious. But like 2012 was the first year that I really started taking it serious. I went to I was doing online courses with Full Sail University. I ended up dropping out of that because some crap with professors, but then I just self-taught myself on YouTube and tinkering around Logic Pro X, well, Logic Gang. It was 9 at that time, and shoot, man. Cooking since then. Everything that you've heard from me, I have produced outside of most of the tracks on sides B. I only produced one track on that.
I was gonna ask that earlier, man. And just the way you described like your songwriting process was also part of like you building the beat too. Yeah. That's dope that you can kind of like put that together. Like that has to create a sort of cohesiveness that someone who's just ripping beats off of YouTube could never relate to.
That's definitely something I want to try to do. I want to learn how to produce myself.
Yeah, that's really where it came from, though. That it came out of necessity. Most of the things that I do and that I'm good at came out of necessity. Like I got tired of waiting on other people's production or trying to rummage through beats on SoundClick or YouTube to find something that fits me because everybody would be like, "Oh, I think you'll sound good on this," or just because they know I got a little bit of raspy and I got the gutter side of me, they try to put me on some old extra gangster beat that I don't like. you know. So like I'm gonna make some gangster stuff that I like. You know what I mean? Like
that's funny. Over some piano, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Like don't worry about it. I can kick game on a harp.
I believe it, man. I like your confidence, man. You're definitely somebody that I feel like has had some experience, has crafted. Like I mean, you said it was like your attitude. I don't think you said attitude, but it's like you just don't give a fuck what people think, pretty much. And but you still treat people decent, man, and like you still communicate well. You still represent yourself well, like as a professional, as an artist, and. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people could watch this, and artists can learn what it means to be true to yourself while still staying in the lines of decency.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's no. And I don't get it twisted. Like I used to care. Like I used to let people's opinions on like my art and just me in general just pin me down. But it got to a point where it's just knowing. Like, especially after I built my relationship with God even stronger, like, just knowing yourself. Once you know self, it ain't really much that could penetrate you. Especially when you've been through some things.
Absolutely.
But you gotta know self. That's the key.
I agree.
Why don't we go ahead and
excuse me.
What's it? Oh,
I was clearing my throat. My apologies.
Why don't we? Do we have any more content, or was that it for that?
There was a couple MP3s.
Let's play a song, okay. And then so we're gonna play a song, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna let you plug upcoming music, give a few shout outs, and we'll kind of wrap things up.
That's a bit. What song we playing?
Kayla.
They kind of downloaded. Let's do.
I feel like I only seen. I feel like I only sent Kosher, because I sent the.
Bounce. Is that you too?
Oh, so hold on. If you're gonna play that, that's something that like So that's just like straight production.
Okay, so that's just a beat.
I'm not rapping, I'm not singing. That's something that I'm working on for a beat tape. It's actually out on Spotify, Apple Music, all that crap.
Let's play.
But it's on a beat tape. It's called Loud Whispers. It's gonna be like all up tempo stuff sampled from the Whispers.
Okay.
But so this is like something completely different than what I've ever done.
Yeah, let's play it.
Yeah.
Loving that, dude.
I really did like it.
That's what's up.
Why don't you go ahead and plug where people could buy production from you if you do that?
Yeah.
Well, currently, I just actually started opening up myself for purchases on beats. I'm building up my catalog. So I will have a site very soon. Most of my stuff I will post up on my SoundCloud. So, it's Mola-B on SoundCloud and Mola-B, and it'll be available there. And then I'm going to start uploading from my YouTube and everything. So I'm in a whole rebranding stage. That's why I've been a little quiet right now until I get all the content together, and then I'm going to start dropping it on y'all. So you can have that. Do it the right way, because I have a problem with promo. I got the drop it and go syndrome. So I'm trying to do stuff the right way now.
Man, I know a guy that likes to help promote music and help people with shit like that. You should hit me up.
I know.
We can get a game plan, man. We can lock it in.
That dude cold too with it.
Man, he's all right.
I synced it.
He thinks he's good, but why don't you go ahead and talk just about upcoming music you have going on? Just kind of plug yourself as the artist that you are rebranding or kind of re-emerging as, and
any shout outs?
Shout outs, and we'll kind of wrap it up, man.
Oh yeah, well, new music. I am currently in album mode, first full length album. I will drop EPs, as well. So I'll be dropping the album in EP sections, probably 3 to 4 songs a piece. So we got that. The last beat that you played is part of a beat tape that I'm also going to be completing before the year's up. That's going to be called Loud Whispers. That's going to be at the end of it exclusively on SoundCloud, just because it's going to be sample based, and I'm not trying to get sued.
Look, can I ask a question? Can I be ignorant for a second?
Yeah.
A beat tape. So now, does that give people the ability to use that and rap over it?
Yep.
So you're pretty much putting out there go do your thing with this, and then in turn that kind of comes back and your stuff gets used and promoted.
Exactly.
Okay. I know a thing about
it. It's gonna be a straight free game, straight whatever anybody wants to do with it. And I'll be doing that with random beats here and there, period, just because I'm building up my brand as a producer as well, and not just an artist. I want to start getting people to work with me on that side as far as the producer and the writer also.
You know what? I think you just inspired me, young man. I think every episode I should feature just some like local production. Just have people hit me with shit, and I can be like, "Yo, this is Mola-B." I mean, people want to sell beats and shit all the time, and if I could put people's catalog out there to help, make some money, I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do that.
Straight up. That's a fly ass idea.
That's why.
It's a big fly ass idea. Buy beats by day. Go to Beats by Day on YouTube.
Yep.
Buy them beats.
Man, he's got He's got a YouTube, man. That dude's talented.
Yes. Go and buy those beats ASAP. That's my brethren. If I don't tell you buy no other beats, I'll tell you buy mine. But I ain't got enough, so go buy my bros.
There you go.
But yeah, MOLA-B on all musical platforms. I'm not hard to find at all. I'm the only one. So if you say you can't find me, you're lying. Shout out to my wife, because she's my biggest supporter. She's probably that's the only reason I still make music, because she keeps her foot on my neck about staying productive with it. Shout out to all my musical friends and fam that hold me down. My bro J Crumb, that is like, I'll fight somebody behind bro. Like, y'all don't even understand. One of the best people I know. Like, he's also one of the reasons I'm still going musically right now as well. Shout out to y'all, the Strawstones, for having me tonight. And doing the dope ass shit that you are doing, in the music community as well as just media, period. This is some fly ass shit y'all got going on right now. Man, shout out to the city, Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out my bro, King ISO, who's now fucking Strange Music official.
Killing shit.
Running. Go and buy the album World War Me right now. We need that charting again for the city. What else? Go run up the numbers on my last two projects, size A and B. You get hip hop on one, and you get me singing and shit on the next one.
That's dope.
You get the best of both worlds.
What else do you want, people?
I'm a better rapper than Tyrese.
He is.
If anybody remembers when he tried to rapper.
We don't.
Way better than him.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say you are, though, for sure. Well, we enjoyed having you, man, and we can't build this platform without people, willing to take their time, and you being generous with your time. We just really respect and appreciate that, and we will have this up on YouTube shortly. Yeah. We look forward to seeing you release more music, more production. If you ever need anything from me or Nice Enough, you got a lot of friends over here, man. A lot of my artists really like you, man. So hit us up.
Oh yeah, I still owe y'all 2 verses.
Man,
I still owe y'all.
It's a mess.
Man,
it's a mess. We'll talk about it.
I know. Hey, look, I'm in my word. So you already know. Y'all, you got my line. I'm not hard to reach.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
whenever my G's are ready.
Sounds good.
If you gotta force a couple of them.
Absolutely. Finch is one of those, man. You gotta find a way to.
Hey, why would you say bro name? See, you over here.
He called him out.
Quick with it, man, because he knows it too. If you ask that dude to do it, I mean, there's a high probability he won't. But if you just suggest it a little bit, and if it's his idea, man, he'll go so hard on it, dude. There's a little meme out there where it's you tell somebody to do something, it's well, now I don't want to. That's my dude. So.
Rebellious, no. We gonna get this work though. I'm gonna do a song with everybody out the camera, anyhow. So.
No doubt, you definitely need to work with Finch, man. You guys would make it better.
Oh yeah. You're right, man.
We're gonna say goodbye though. Everyone have a wonderful Tuesday night. We're saying goodbye to you, and then we're actually gonna go ahead and play that beat again too, and we'll close it out like that.
Sounds good. All right, peace out.
Astro. Big.
And thank you all for joining us tonight. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. We have new merch coming out tomorrow that we will be announcing.
Yeah.
We appreciate your support. Tomorrow we have KT, or your boy KT, Kevin Truss from Lincoln,
Yes,
MC.
It's gonna be dope.
Have a good night.